Resume recording. Okay. Get you where you think you can see. Let me just see a minute. And then we'll get started. See us for a minute. There we go. Okay. So believe it or not, everyone, it is LeVar Day on Monday. We've already rounded the corner into September, into fall, into Halloween candy, into a few more days, Christmas stuff will be out in the stores, believe it or not. Pumpkin latte, all those things that everyone loves but me. Yeah, not waiting, I'm a summer person. I'm not looking forward to fall, and especially not looking forward to winter, but we're here on our way. And time has flown by this year. I'm sure you can all agree. But the good news is kids have gone back to school or will be going back to school. So we are getting back to some type of normalcy. Unemployment stops this week. So hopefully that means we'll see a whole bunch of people back in the office again. And we'll see restaurants back to capacity and everything else. So hopefully that'll change our economic environment a little bit as well. So that's where we are today. Oops, I met. Welcome. This is actually just for those of you who haven't had the opportunity to go to Fiddler's Elbow for any events. This is Fiddler's Elbow Golf Course in Bedminster, where we hold our managers meeting each month and our annual breast cancer fundraiser. Beautiful, beautiful place.
Oh, it looks like Peter was there.
Looks like Peter was there.
The Jeep.
Missy, is that Pete Lee's Jeep in the front?
Yes, it is. It is Pete Lee's Jeep in the front. Yes. He let them borrow it for the day. It's very nice of him. They signed it out for Pete. Yes. So too many real estate professionals suffer from peaks and valleys of productivity. This is a direct result of not having enough structure in their business. I would say not having enough structure and consistency in our business. So something we talked about yesterday in Game of Homes is you have to do the activities consistently in order to get the results. We are too focused on getting the results, and when we don't get them right away, and then we give up on whatever we're doing. We really have to be more activity focused, and then the results will come as long as we're sticking to it for a long period of time. So remember, the consistency and structure is huge in our business, and it's one of the hardest things that we can do in our business because we are an independent contractor. It is a big struggle for everybody. So just want to get back on track for that, and we're going to go over some things, getting back to the basics, starting in September, getting back to trainings, getting back to happy hours and all those things. Obviously, doing it safe and sound, but getting back to things so we can get everybody engaged and back on track again. So are we do it all guaranteed? I haven't seen our numbers for this week, but we are still way ahead of the rest. So great job, guys. This is a great value proposition. I'm going to share some stories with you that some agents in other offices have had success with. But it's as simple as our business is. Again, keeping it simple, keeping it simple. Ask everyone you speak to, have you heard about our $5,000 guarantee? I don't have my pin on. So I got to put my pin on today. Wear this everywhere you go. We have pins for everybody here. If I haven't given you one or you don't have one, please pick one up. Definitely a conversation starter wherever you go. It's very fussy, this thing lately. I'm not sure why. Okay. This is the best real estate market in history. Everyone can make money. Everyone can make money. So next week when we do our award slides and I share with you how many people accelerated this month alone to 90%, it's really incredible. So the program benefits for a sales associate stand out among the competition. Your competition cannot match this offering. Layer on the incentives from the We Do It All Guarantee program, and your personal brand and value proposition will be unbeatable in your market. Lead generation. As a sales associate, it's essential to find unique ways to create connections with potential home buyers and generate more customer leads. Now you have something new to talk about, a campaign designed specifically to help you pique the interest of buyers and sell more homes. and greater control. The We Do It All Guarantee program not only ensures that customers enjoy a great experience from pre-approval through closing, but it also gives you the ultimate control over the transaction. And more control means your role takes an increasing significance to the buyer. So think of this, and I know I might say this often, but if you do not set yourself apart from the buyers out there or the sellers out there or anyone else, how do they know the difference between you, Tabitha, Eric, Silvana, that's who's sitting in front of me. How do they know the difference, right? Then we become all the same person to them unless you're doing something to stand out and provide value to them, right? So that's the purpose of this program, is for you to stand out, for you to have something that no one else has available so that they remember you. After they go to 5 open houses on a weekend or in a day, they remember you because you presented something to them that was totally different than any other realtor did in any other open house. So again, take control of your business and keep it simple. So this is a great testimonial. Actually, there was a video attached to this when we watched it. I'm just going to share the testimonial. So this is a brand new agent who just joined this summer in the Morristown Haddonfield office. So he was sitting floor time for the first time, 6 to 9. Or 6 to 8, gives him the opportunity to feel the journey. He didn't receive one phone call, not one. He doesn't have corporate headquarters here and people calling to find different places, right? So he got no phone calls, but at the 10-minute mark to close, a lady came in asking for help. She was frustrated with the house buying journey. She was working with another agent and was frustrated because she wasn't getting anywhere. I asked her the who, what, where, how, and why, and then I have her and then I share with her how we do it all under one roof, and boom, there goes the dynamite. A real lead with an appointment. You can't make this up. So this person ended up being his first under contract deal, a brand new agent who started this summer. For investing some time, sitting in uptime, he didn't get any calls, but he did end up getting a walkthrough. So we know it's not going to happen every time, just like an open house, but these activities are if you do them consistently, you will get business from them, definitely. And then another sales associate, this program establishes a value for customers beyond my services as a sales associate. It's nice to be able to attach dollars and cents to the program, especially in a market where customers are often having to forego things like inspections and pay over the asking price. Customers are seeking value today more than ever, and this program provides value that Brand X cannot. Again, just setting yourself apart and making yourself the exception in this real estate market. And the reason I love this testimonial so much is because she's so right when she says, you know, we're expecting these customers to waive inspections, waive appraisal, waive everything. We need to give something back to them. So just making sure that you're aware of what a significant program this is. And that's why it's becoming such a successful thing in our office. So all you have to do is ask everyone you speak to, have you heard about the $5,000 guarantee? So with that, I'm going to go right into Anthony, get him out early while you guys are still awake. Oops, just lost my shoe.
Good morning.
Yeah. Falling apart.
Just a market update for you guys. This week, the economic news was stronger than forecasted. New and existing home sales rose as the housing market continued to show strength. Measure the economic growth for the second quarter was revised upward slightly from an already strong 6%. Rates on the home loans rose as the economic reports were released, but they eased on Friday as Chairman Powell spoke, indicating that the recovery was continuing. Higher inflation is temporary and that the Fed will soon start to wind down their stimulus by tapering their bond and mortgage purchasing by the end of the year. That's really, really important. We'll keep a big monitor on that because you can start to see rates start to go in the other direction if they really start to pull that back. So we'll kind of keep you posted on that. This week, the big event will be the jobs report heading into the Labor Day weekend. And I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. So I mean, just a program update. I mean, sometimes I do get questions in regards to, do we do jumbo loans or whatever? Obviously we do. We do them well too. A lot of the big banks have like a lot more rigorous restrictions regarding, requirements to 20% down. We can do them as little as 10% down with also no mortgage insurance. So just think about that. A $1.5 million purchase, which is a little 10% down. And we can do credit scores with those options down to a 660. So that's, on a lower scale. Typically, most banks and stuff, they want their buyers and the jumbo financing to be, 740 top tier credit on those situations. And also at higher debt ratios, up to a 45%. A lot of times they want their debt ratio, again, certain investors and banks, much lower. They want to have a much more better qualified buyer. So we have a lot of different opportunities. And then we can do second homes and investment properties also too. How can we make your offer stand out? We've been talking about this for a long time as far as, making sure the buyers are pre-approved before you guys are heading out in the streets, but obviously before making an offer. When I send pre-approvals to a lot of agents, a lot of times they're, the buyer starting with an initial offer, I'll send the pre-approval letter, and then I'll also put another one right behind it, just in case we kind of jump up in the offer. So we have a couple different options. I always recommend you guys, when putting an offer together, maybe CC me on the email. I like that. Tabitha is really, really good with that too as well when we put offers together, where she actually CCs me onto the agent, and then she talks about the strength of the buyer too as well. And then I'm able to kind of go over the top of that and tell them that the borrower is very well qualified. If they have any direct questions, give me a call. Or sometimes I'm even calling out to the agents themselves directly to kind of stress any kind of concerns that they may or may not have, whether it's FHA, a VA loan, or there's multiple offers or whatever the situation may be. So definitely try to get me involved as early as possible, as it'll definitely help with the transaction.
Go back, go back.
I know there was another slide there. I didn't know. Yeah, it's so we get. Any questions at all for anybody?
Right, people?
Yep.
Right, people? And so we get the questions up, then everybody's loud and obnoxious. That's what happens here.
No, that's just
Eric had asked Anthony if a jumbo loan can be used for commercial, but it's strictly a residential loan product. So, okay, get ready, guys. We're gonna have, I actually threw in another question too. That's just a New Jersey question that I thought was interesting. So get ready for our first question. Everybody here has their paper to write their answer down. You guys put it in the chat box. So approximately how many mortgages and bonds has the Fed been purchasing each month to support the markets? A, 100 million, B, 120 billion, C, 500 million, or D, 60 billion? So the Fed is looking to start tapering down these purchases toward the end of the year.
Google it, Lonnie. Google it.
My vote is C. Final answer.
Final answer, I can't.
Why does he yell out the answer?
He likes to yell at his own answer.
Oh, that's his answer.
That's his answer. It
I'm
isn't.
following Dennis then.
You really think that's a smart choice, Tabitha?
I do.
Hey,
Tabitha does, okay.
Or maybe he's trying to sabotage us.
C. Final answer.
Well, he put C in.
I put B in and I don't have a clue.
No, when in doubt, it's always.
I have no idea. How's that for an answer?
It's called a guessing game.
I'm
All
going
right.
with D. I'm D. I'm going with D. D.
The answer is
Lonnie, your winning streak goes on.
It's
D
B?
is the answer.
Oh, wow.
So,
Sorry, Dennis, sorry.
Lonnie, Anthony.
Lanny,
grew up in
that
a
one
West-
doesn't count. It was a guess.
Yeah, but it was the right guess.
Yeah, yeah. I
Lonnie,
thought
we're
500
picking you
million
up
was too
tomorrow
much.
going to Atlantic City, okay?
This sounds like.
I lose when I go.
Yeah.
Next question.
Tabitha said, this sounds like the most excitement Dennis and Lonnie have all week.
And you know what? She's right. At least Dennis has an offer on his house on Gunston.
Yes, yes. Awesome.
You're up next, Lonnie. Don't worry, girl.
Oh, well, honey, I hope so.
All right, next question. How many municipalities are in New Jersey?
A.
A, 565, B, 925, C, 373, or D,
A.
779?
A. Final answer.
New Jersey has the highest density population of any state in the US.
Dennis is the worst.
And this is correct today.
Yeah, I did it. I did it myself.
I'm changing my answer to B. B, my final answer.
A.
He has a million final answers.
B. I gotta
It is a
change it.
guessing game.
Now it's B. I'm changing my answer to B.
I have D.
All right.
All right, Carlos or Peter, you want to tell them what the answer is? I guess they can't unmute themselves. A, 565
Wow.
municipalities.
Oh, man, I shouldn't have changed it.
I know, you always go with your gut. You always go with your gut, Dennis. Always go with your gut.
That's true. That is true.
All right, so that was our fun for today. That was our fun for this morning. I'm afraid since I put it on early that I'll lose people now.
Right.
As- At least Dennis is very honest, right? If nothing else, Dennis is honest. Okay, so our September anniversaries, yes, it's September 1st, I can't believe it. John Labar, Terry Dearness, Bob Falzarano. I feel like that's a dream team right there, the three of them. Tara Epsky and Swetha Verbali. So, gosh, it's John Labar weekend and on the 6th on his day, right? Because this week
Hey.
it will really be John Labar Day on September.
It's not everybody gets a holiday for them, you know? Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
LeBar Day.
It fell perfectly. Perfect. And then happy birthday, a lot of September birthdays. So there was a lot of people snowed in January, I guess. Deb Reagan, happy birthday. Cheryl, happy birthday. Vicky, happy birthday. Mara Glauberg, happy birthday. Vin Dotwani, happy birthday. Christine Towers, happy birthday. Chris Garibaldi, happy birthday. Erica Lewis, happy birthday. And Fred Young, happy birthday. Happy birthday, everyone. So some of our office news. I just saw the other day, NCJR sent out an email that they have calendars to send out for the holidays. This is a good time to send out calendars. I used to do it every year. Now they're very reasonable there. They're about $65 for 100, but you put your own business card on those and then you mail them out. You can go on to some other marketing websites and you can get them with your card on it, or you can design a card so that it comes already redone. There may be a few dollars more. But it's something, again, that if you're going to do, if you decide to do it this year, make sure you're going to do it every single year. Everybody has walked into listing appointments and seen other agents' calendars or their calendar on the refrigerator, right? So it's something that people keep, you know, they put it on the side with a magnet or keep it in their office. I remember having like Fernbrook students telling me that, you know, if I would go into their house for a listing appointment, one of their teachers had my calendar in their office. I'm sorry, in their classroom. So again, don't underestimate where those calendars go and what people do. And if you ever notice, the last page says, please fill this in and send it to me if you want a new one. And I would get that. People would actually take the time to send that last page to me. So again, it's just one of those marketing things that, you know, people keep all year round. And again, you want to stay on top of mind. So that's why I thought it was something great to remind you about. And then E&O insurance is now due, $5.99. If you are going to have a check, if you've had a check already, or if you're going to have a check for the month of September, it will be deducted automatically, so you don't have to worry about it. If you don't have an upcoming check pending, then make sure you pay your $5.99. You know, it's something that's going to cover you. When you have auto insurance or homeowner's insurance, you can't decide to pay after you've had an incident, right? You have to pay it before in order for it to be paid. So you want to make sure you're covered. Make sure that you stay on top of that. Okay, so that's due right now, that time of the year. And the reason we do it in September, FYI, is so that it's not done in December, January with the NCJR dues and your GSMLS fees and your NJMLS fees and all the fees that come during the holidays. So that's why it was done in September versus doing it at the end of the year. And next month in October, the NCJR due bill will be coming out. Make sure you pay ahead of time. Don't wait till the holidays, right? So I always share with people when they're in especially new agents, about putting your money away, right? I always draw the circle, divide it into 4. You have your business checking, your business savings, your personal checking, your personal savings. And if you get a $6,000 check, you have to split that check up, or you should be. So $12.50 goes into your business checking, and that goes to invest in yourself. That goes for these fees that come up, to send calendars out, to send farming out, whatever it is that you're doing to invest in your business each month. The business savings portion, that $12.50 goes towards your real estate taxes, right? Because we do have to pay taxes on that money. There's no taxes taken out. Our personal checking is for us to spend money and pay our bills and get our nails done, and those things that we, that we work for, right? And then our personal savings is a little nest egg for when maybe a closing doesn't happen when we expect to, or it falls apart at the last minute. Now we have some money put aside. So it's really important that you are conservative with your money as a realtor, because it's not always a steady check coming in every week or every 2 weeks, correct? Or sometimes not every month. So you want to make sure you're conservative and you put that money aside, and so that you don't have to worry about taking out of your personal money to pay these bills when they come. So just something that I started doing probably like 5 years in, and it's always been something. It's just the way I work out my money each time. I do with everything I get now. It's just the way it is. It's become such a habit for me. So our September training calendar is out. So we're going to add some more trainings and sessions from September until the end of the year. Get people more engaged. Some of my trainings that I have and my sessions that I have the top agents in the office sitting there. So it's always surprised me when new agents think that they've already learned things or they already know things and they don't come anymore. Or even, any agent at all. If you want to stay engaged and you want to learn something, and everybody learns something new each time, make sure that the goal is to attend at least one training a week. I'm not saying you have to attend every training, but at least one training a week. It keeps you engaged, it keeps you in the know, and it keeps you accountable for, doing your business each week. So it's really, really important. So 2 new training series that we're going to be implementing in this September is, one is going to be Mondays at 12:30 p.m. starting 9/13, learn from the legacies. So it's geared for newer agents, but all agents can attend. Okay, so we're going to have the top agents doing a training on things that they do best. Okay, and then our second one is Thursdays at 12:30 starting 9/16, and it's fall back into real estate. As we head into the fall, we want to get people back engaged, and again, we just want to go over the basics. Right? We want to get back to basics. Basics is how we all grow our business. Basics is the most successful way. We all try to get away from the basics because the basics sometimes are painful, right? We have fear of making prospecting. We have fear of doing things. We have a bad, we feel that open houses, we have a negative connotation over open houses because everybody has an agent or whatever the case may be. We want to get back to those activities because everything that we put in our head is not true. I sat with an agent this week who did an open house on Sunday, met a client there, asked me if he could sit with me on Monday because wanted to do a listing presentation, a real listing presentation, wanted to be professional going into this, and got the listing. So he has a new listing coming up in Denver. And Vin and his mentee Vikram did an open house this summer, shared it, got a client, just put that client in attorney review, and now they're listing that home. So for anyone who thinks that these open houses do not work, you don't need to have 10 people coming in. You're not going to get 10 new clients from an open house. Absolutely not. If you get 4 a year, 5 a year, that's a great portion of your business. I mean, isn't that unbelievable? And then those 4 or 5 people, they have family, they have friends, they hopefully have coworkers, right? So they're going to share that information, and that's how you build your business. So we have to remember these things. We have to go back to the basics of real estate and not to the shiny pennies and pay money for this, pay money for that, because they're going to shower us with leads and all these things. It's not the way the business works, right? It's not. So we really have to get back into doing the things that are important, and so that's what we want to go over with you.
And one other thing, personally, I don't think everybody going to open houses as far as guests have agents. So if I was able to pick up a buyer the past 3 Sundays, it's not like it used to be. So this is my experience. I don't know what the other agents' experience are doing the open houses, but at one point, I know that when I was doing them, everybody had agents. But I think that is not the same pattern as it was.
So everybody heard
That's just
Tabitha?
my 2 cents.
So her last 3 open houses, she picked up a buyer the last 3 weeks. So she feels like the environment has changed where it used to be more people would come in with agents. Now these buyers are coming in unaligned. So they don't have someone. They're just getting into the market right now. They just want feeling it out. And so you could be that one that's getting that opportunity like she is. And we can all see her business has grown tremendously because she's doing all the right things consistently. Back to basics. So I did pull this for Morris County the other day. Someone wanted a new pie chart for their listing presentation. So as I did it, I thought I'd share it with you, just so you can see where we are from last August 1st to July 31st of this year. So as of last year to yesterday, our numbers and where we are in market share. Great piece to share. Great piece to share on your social media. Great piece to share in a postcard or just giving people a call, however you want to share this information. And then top 10 brands by units, listings, and selling combined. And so here you have your listings in red, your sales in blue, and combined in purple. So we definitely have the most market share in our area. And this is something you definitely should be sharing with your anybody you know, right? That's why you aligned yourself with this company. So make sure you're sharing the information. So it's here on the slides, and I'm sure we can get something out to you. We can talk to Stephanie if you need something in any other format. So leveraging our Riker value proposition, again, because I want to get back to basics, I'm going to start out with some of the basics. So if you were to ask me, what's the most important thing that I'm going to learn in my first year of real estate, what would that be? So for a new agent specifically, but any agent asking that question, what would I say? Does anybody know what I would say, or anybody have a guess of what that would be? What's the most important thing to learn in your first year of real estate that you typically don't? How to be consistent. That's actually a great one. But it's about listings, learning your listing presentation, knowing your listing presentation and providing that to your clients. Because I know so many of us, so you guys have told me, have gotten out of doing a listing presentation. I don't know what you do when you go there. I'm not quite sure. I could never go without my listing presentation. In fact, when I left Weicker and went over to Remax for those few years, I would do, because they didn't have a listing presentation in place. They didn't have a buyer's consultation in place. They didn't have any of these value propositions in place or collateral or resources or anything. So I would go to Staples, I would buy them a plastic binder. I would buy a whole bunch of plastic binders in red and blue because that was their thing. I'd print out all the things we had here, but I changed it to their branding because I had to have a listing presentation. And then I would train that listing presentation over and over because they didn't have anything. So I had to use it there. I would still have to use it today. I would never be able to go in without it. It sets us apart. Again, why do we try to recreate the wheel when we have something that's been working in place for years and years and years? So make sure that you are up to date on your listing presentation. The 3 things it provides to your clients is a superior experience. We have a 6-point selling system and the Amazon effect, all under one roof. We do it all. So those are the 3 pages that I would suggest you really get to know. Okay, there's 3 pages I'm going to go over with you. So weave together the story and take the person on a journey of what success as a Weicker sales associate looks like and what the success of the sale of their home looks like, right? That's really, really important. You're there to take them through a journey. So Weicker.com delivers a superior experience for home buyers. This is 1 page that I would really get to know. Maybe you don't want to know 10 pages or 20 pages, but there's 3 really good pages that will really set you apart from every other agent. And these are the things that, we think everybody knows about. Just like when I have a new agent come in and I start talking our little real estate and ease, I call it, another language, right? I start saying FSBO and AGCI and all these things and Brand X, and they don't have any clue what I'm talking about. Some will ask me like, excuse me, can you explain that? And some will just pretend they know because they think, they'll look stupid if they ask. Right? So there's so much that people don't know that we just assume they know or expect that they know. Same thing when you're going on a listing appointment. I don't care if they bought it or sold the house 3 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, everything's changed. And the only way for them to understand without you just throwing things at them is you have to show them. I always say, if I was standing up here without slides, you guys would not have the same engagement that you have, right? So you have to have pictures in front of people. That's how people engage. That's how people learn. That's how they understand things. And it's really, really important. So again, you are the boss of your business. It's your business. You go through and you put together your listing presentation as you would do it. You can have 25 pages if that's what you want, or you can have 5 pages if that's what you want. But have something to show your value and set yourself apart from every other agent out there. So our site makes it easy and fun for visitors to engage with their listings, apps, mobile, and desktop, all create a user-friendly online experience. My Weichert allows visitors to save, manage, and share a listing. My Weichert sends auto emails to targeted buyers. An average online visit is longer than the competition. So of course you're going to, get used to that and say it in a different way. But these are the top selling points for why Weichert.com is such a great value. I like the way Eric says it actually. When Eric goes on a listing appointment, he says, Weichert spends millions of dollars to market your listing. I don't have $1 million. So what I do as an agent is I make sure that I'm not only, they're taking care of marketing that listing to, internationally, I'm going to make sure I market it to the other agents in our area. And I think that's a great, great line. He says it better than I do, but I'm just sharing that with you. But again, it's the truth. People need to understand that and know that. Our Weichert value story, our 6-point selling system. So introducing a competitive advantage that no other broker can deliver. Compelling listing, online marketing, local and global reach, ultimate open house program, Weichert all under one roof homeownership solutions, and exclusive pricing tool. Again, just reminding you of the basics, the things that we've had that are tried and true, that are going to get you the winning, going to get you the call that says, yes, we want to list with you, or they're going to sign with you right there. This is the stuff I went over with the agent the other day. He went over there and got a listing. And then, of course, the Amazon effect. Everybody knows Amazon. Everybody has an Amazon package delivered to their house, not once a day, multiple times a day, right? It's the way we all live now. Amazon is part of our lives. You go on there, you can get socks, you can get a patio set, you can get anything you want on Amazon. You're going to get the best pricing, and you're going to get it delivered within 1 to 2 days now, not even 2 days. Has anyone ordered something on a Sunday and got it on a Monday? Almost like they already knew what you wanted, right? And they had it ready to deliver to you. It's like amazing. So that's the same kind of value proposition we want to provide to our clients, hence our $5,000 guarantee and our all under one roof experience. So again, just being able to have all of these services for them, people don't want to go out and look for other places. They want you to take control. They want you to set yourself apart. So like I said, listings are the key. I'm going to ask Eric to come up here for 1 second because they won't be able to hear you back there. But, doing a listing presentation and setting up everything and being confident is huge. So the reason why I'm asking Eric to come up here is because he and his team have went out this week and they have gotten between 2 listings, 15% commission. Okay, so they got 8% on one. It's the listing that just went on in the Pacong at $4.99 that they're giving out 4%. I'd be calling every client I had to that house at 4% if I was a buyer's agent, and 7% on one yesterday. So Eric, just share with us a little bit about how you are able to provide, or how you're able, because I have so many agents who tell me all the time that they're struggling to get 5.
Well, we presented as 2 separate things. They'll say to you, what do you charge? And we'll say 4%. And then later on, when we're signing the paperwork, we say, okay, what would you like to offer out to participating brokers who are going to bring the buyers in? Because we already set that up with that, we market to the buyer brokers. And we say 2.5 is the minimum. We recommend 3 or 4. And they pick a number and we go with it. I mean, it's really simple. And we don't get pushback.
No. So they got 8% and 7% this week on 2 listings in our area.
and we're closing on a 7% tomorrow.
And they're closing on a 7% tomorrow.
Wait,
So-
what, can Eric say that again? Because it was too low and I didn't hear him. I know what he says about, what he gets for, but what does he say about the buyer's broker?
Later on in the conversation, when we're writing the paperwork, I'll say, what do you want to offer out to the buyer brokers? The cooperating brokers, however you want to say, you know, the people are bringing the buyers in. I'll say 2.5 is the minimum. I recommend 3 or 4.
So you've given already, they've already agreed to the 4 and then they're gonna agree to another 2.5. They don't say, wait, that's 6.5%.
No, they say, oh, okay, that's 7 or that's 8.
Oh my God, I think that's great.
I mean, literally, you're only charging them 4%. You're not,
Well, you're charging them more than that, but you're just breaking it down differently.
Yes, it's exactly. It's the way it's positioned.
yeah,
Absolutely.
and I mean, the guy we had that we got the 8 on started reading on the contract, he thought it was 16. Because I'll never say the full 8 number or the full 7 number. I always break it down into the 2 segments. Because it's, you know, how do you eat a dinosaur or an elephant 1 bite at a time? Well, it's small bites. But he looked at it, thought it was 16 because he saw 8, 4, and 4. And he added it up, which I'm surprised he could add that. And he saw the 8. And I went over 8% like 6 times with him. Just to make sure he understood it was 8%.
It's amazing.
Mhm.
And when you get the pushback, when they say, oh, this other agent's gonna do it for 5%, I'll ask them and say, okay, so they told you 5% when you asked them how much they charge. They'll say, yeah. Okay, so they gave up 3% without even negotiating with you. How are they gonna do when they're negotiating the price of your house and your money if they don't care about their own? I haven't taken less than a 6% listing in 12 years.
And it's
Just
true,
using
it's
that.
true. I see them come in. Thank you, Eric. So I just wanted to share that with you. The listings are so important. And we really have to get more, you know, we can't let our value go down. If we're starting to do 2.5 or 2% to ourselves, 2.5 out, what is it gonna be next year? 1.5 you're gonna take? I mean, you're gonna be working for nothing soon. You really have to fight for your commission. This is your bread and butter. This is everything for you.
Missy, do you know that the Lennar townhouses that they're building on Route 53, they're giving out 1%?
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Florida's giving out 0.
Yeah.
I work in Florida, they're giving out 0.
Peter said he's working in Florida. They're giving out 0 there.
Top in New Jersey.
I don't know. I know new buildings in Hoboken are due 4% to the buyer's agent. So I don't know why here things are getting, you know, why we're letting them get so bad. Why we're allowing it to get so bad.
Remember what happened to Foxtons when they went with their 1%? No one would show their stuff. And they now are not in existence.
Right. So Eric said, remember Foxtons? We all, any of us who have been in the business or were bought in the early 80s know, or in the 80s, I should say, know that Foxtons was that discount company where there was different levels of service. You started out 1%, which was like a transaction broker. And then you went up to 1.5%. You got a little bit more service. It's a sliding scale depending on how much you wanted to pay. And they did not last. They did not last.
Yeah, but if you have a buyer that wants new construction in Mars Plains, Lennar is only paying 1%.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And sad for all of us.
Very sad.
So go on to, today's a great day, a rainy day. If you don't have anything else planned, take some time, go on to your My Wyker, go into your tools, Wyker tools, and then go into your listing presentation and look through the pages because there's a lot of repetitive pages. There's maybe 3 of one sort of subject. Go in and see what you like most, how you like to say it. You just toggle on and off the ones you want and the ones you don't want. And then you can have your listing presentation done. You can do it either via the internet, either the computer, right? You download it onto your screen, so you don't need internet service. And you can do it that way, or you can print it out and have the book, however you're more comfortable doing it, but get back into the we're getting back to the basics, and the listing presentation is really, really important. Really, really important. So Stephanie, I'm gonna let you start here with the My Wiker platform.
Good morning, everybody. Just a quick reminder. I'm sure you've heard me say it a ton of times, but My Wiker is just really a great platform. It's gotten a lot better with the new release. It has the playbooks feature, which I think is a great thing for the listings. Even if you're promoting another colleague's listings, it's really good for that as well. Definitely, be logging into that. And regularly, even if it's just, like Missy said, just keep it basic, go in there, learn one thing, just learn how to add a contact and send an email to a contact through there. And then the next day send a text to a contact in there, or set up a search alert. Yes, it is a very robust program, but it is something that you can break down and learn piece by piece. And they've made it like that on purpose. So it is, a lot, but, you work with me, or, meet with me on Zoom if you need to, or, even just do the agent success plan if you feel more comfortable starting there, and just doing it at your time frame. That works also. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, our numbers are slightly low for our group. Anything I can do to help, please feel free to reach out. Yes, I'm working from home this week, but I'm able to work with you as often as needed. So please reach out. Just to the next slide, Missy, please. These are just basic slides. This is what the My Wiker system looks like. It's really great for a few things, but lead generation is one of the things that is really great for too. We have the Cole Realty resource, but we also, can throw leads in there that maybe you haven't spoken to in a while and add them to a market report. And, if that client or contact hits on any of the links on your market report email, it goes to your website, and then you can see it on your dashboard. So that becomes sort of like, they're obviously interested in what you had to say and they clicked on something. So then you can see what they're looking at on your website. Log into your dashboard on a daily basis, especially if you're utilizing it. Those are some buying signs, if you will, when they click on a link in your email. And you can see it on your dashboard there, which is really great. Next slide. So here's a little bit of a breakdown. They have something on here called the Nosy Neighbor campaign. I've renamed it, which makes more sense. So I've renamed it the Morris Plains Prospect Homeowner Campaign. Really good for potential sellers. Obviously, we always are trying to get listings. Our inventory is low. We're looking for our buyers. We have a campaign already pre-made in there. It's great to add it to, a potential seller. Make sure you have spoken to them before, and it's something that you definitely have permission to be texting and emailing them. Don't just send it to a cold lead. Make sure you're sending it to somebody that you've spoken to in some way. So there's just some screenshots of what that campaign looks like. And then another thing, the open houses, Missy was mentioning it before, and Tabitha also was mentioning, the change of the open houses. We have a couple of things in there. We have the core property boost. If you're going to spend a little bit of money, especially if it's your own listing, you can do an open house kind of boosted post on Facebook, and it automatically does it for you. All you have to do is literally put in your credit card information, $45 for a couple of days, and it automatically will send out posts on your behalf. And it always, comes back to your Facebook page, your website. So, which is great. There's also a pre-made open house announcer emails in there. It's a plug and play. Literally, you put in the MLS number and you click send. Just automatically picks up that open house information. This way you can get it out to your buyers and, even your cold leads. It's good to say that. You never know, they might be interested in that property. And there's the open house app that I've mentioned a few times in the past, which is nice to have for touchless. If you wanted to do something like, have them sign in and then you add them to the open house app afterwards. This way they automatically get put on a campaign. It automatically does a follow-up 4 hours after the open house. It's a really great, and again, free, no additional cost to us. So which is nice. So there's an open houses as well. And then So also, again, just to break it down, we have the trainings. I'm always available. I try to be as available as possible, obviously, work-life balance, but I try to be as available as possible. We have the Zoom trainings and in-person trainings. Missy mentioned the 2 new trainings. I'm going to be involved in the Thursday 12:31. Of course, always available for one-on-ones. Let me know what you need. And then for the marketing, again, we have the Weicker Design Center, already pre-made things for you in there. I'm here to assist you in your marketing efforts. One of my main goals is to make sure you guys are doing what you need to do to get, listings sold, get new listings, whatever you need me to do. And then you have the lead generation, as I mentioned, the lead nurturing. We have the Cole Realty resource, which is good for email marketing, and the Weicker Design Center mailings. All good things for lead generation. All simple, very simple things. Very simple. Just meet with me. I can break it down for you. I try to work with you on your level.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions for Stephanie on this?
All right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being so supportive with me this week also. Everybody's been so great working with me when I'm working from home. Thanks so much again.
Yeah, so remember, AI, automated intelligence, artificial intelligence. My brain just stopped. Nurturing, everything that you need, everything is integrated. All the things that you need are right here in this system. You just have to use it. Once you put stuff in, it'll start working on your behalf. But you have to invest the time up front, and then that investment will get you business in the end if you take that time. So set up times. Everybody should be on a schedule with Stephanie, either once a week, once every 2 weeks, or once every 3 weeks minimum. And 1 hour, one-on-one, going through step by step, especially if this is overwhelming for you, to get yourself back on track. This is the time to do it, so you're all set up for January. So our local market absorption rate, things have stayed pretty much consistent in the last few weeks. So everything's basically under 2 months absorption still. We've seen some markets have gone up in listings, some markets have come down on listings, a little here, a little there. The under contract is staying pretty consistent. So, people are still buying because we're seeing those under contracts stay consistent each month, or each week, I should say. So anyway, Denville's up to 2 months, usually just a blip. We usually see each town go up once in a while, a little higher at 2 or higher, and then the next week come back down. But still, these numbers are ridiculous, right? If you've been in the market for a long time. So new homes on the market. Kim Brechka has 1 Cedar Ave in Morris Plains for $525. And Kelly, do you want to talk about, come closer. Come closer. They don't have to see you, but they have to hear you.
It is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom in Hopatcong, fairly close to the Crescent Beach. It's listed. Oh, it's on the screen, but it's listed at $450,000, which is it's. Call me or Eric or Jessica with any questions on this one.
Yes. And that's a 4% payout. 4% payout to the buyer's agent. Huge, huge. Anybody else have anything new or price improvements in search of new rentals?
We have 17 Bucknell Way in Hopatcong, which was listed yesterday. It's a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath. It's listed at $250 as a reach price. He understands that, and that's a 3% payout.
Does it need updating?
It's actually pretty nice.
So did you guys hear that? 17 Bucknell Way in the Patcon, $250, and that's a 3% payout to the agent.
And we have another one coming in Byram, a 2-1. That'll probably be $225. That'll be a 3% payout. And another one around $750 in Denville coming out. I'm hoping to get that at 4.
So they have a Byram one for how much?
It's gonna be 225.
225 coming up, and a Denville one for 750 coming up. So if you have anybody in those price points in those areas, reach out to either Eric, Kelly, or Jessica and find out more information about those homes.
That'll be Jessica's first listing, one at Denville probably.
Awesome. So Jessica's one of our new agents. If you haven't met her, she's a sweetheart. And that's gonna be her new listing, the 750 in Denville. So congrats, Jessica. She's sitting in front of me. Anyone else have anything new?
Missy,
You
I
wanna
have a
share?
new, coming soon, that's gonna be showing on Saturday. It's on the MLS, 21 Oneida in Lake Hiawatha. It's a 2-bedroom ranch for 315,000, 2-car garage, oversized lot, gas, really great house. Tabitha's gonna be sitting it on Sunday, 12 to 2. So if you have anybody to send her way.
Changing my name after today.
Yes, 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 and yes. Yeah, please let us know.
Your hair looks cute, Nara. I like that new haircut. Very cute.
It's blow dry.
Oh, there you go. Don't go out in the rain then. Anybody else want to have any plans to share? Any new listings to share? Or price improvements or in search ofs? No, then everybody have a great Labor Day, Labar Day weekend. Enjoy your last hurrahs, hopefully, so we can get back in the office, get back into work and get back into business. And have an amazing end of the year, because I think we will have a great fall into the end of the year. I'm really positive about the next few months ahead of us, so make sure.
Really picking up.
It's really picking up. Yes, that's what I'm hearing from all the agents. All the agents are saying it's really starting to pick up again. And I think once we get through Labar Day, it's going to be all guns blazing. Oh, one of the things I wanted to share with you, and I'm sorry I didn't have the slide up before you go. Save the date, please.
It's September 16th, I saw it, 4 to 6.
Is it the 16th?
The 15th.
The 15th, September 15th. Save the date, 4 to 6.
I had it on the training slide.
For a happy hour.
Yeah, I can slide up.
Oh, I did have the slide up.
Yeah, it was on the training slide, Missy.
Oh, okay. I was like,
You had the slide up, but Wednesday, the 15th for the Jewish people.
Kickoff. Yep, the kickoff is on for our fall back into real estate series. We're doing it the evening before 4 to 6 at Tommy's Tavern in partnership with All Under One Roof.
Right, but
Yeah, but
that's
I think she's-
co-religious. That's a religious night for us.
Oh, okay.
So,
My apologies.
yeah, we won't be there.
Okay, so maybe we'll switch it. Let's think about switching it then, maybe, Missy.
We'll have a shot, man, and shove it for you, Lana.
could we do like the 14th? Is that okay?
Yeah, 14th is fine, Tuesday.
Okay.
So let's do that.
All right. Let's see if we can change it. Okay.
Oh,
I'm glad we brought this up.
Okay, but let it be known, we expect to see you there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Are
But
you too?
let us know if you're going to change it to the 14th.
Yeah, we'll work on it today. I'll definitely,
Okay.
I'll send an email out in regards to it. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
we shared that. I'm glad I thought of bringing
Yeah.
it up right now.
I should have known. I'm so sorry.
Yep. It's your fault, Stephanie. But anyway.
You're so bad.
Okay. Anything else, guys? All right. Good seeing you all. And next week we'll have our awards and everything else. They don't come out this quickly. So we'll share that all with you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Have a great one.
You guys ready to make phone calls?